Start your week with a triple shot of good vibes. This is the Project Joy podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Thanks for joining me. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Project Joy Podcast Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I'm super excited to be on here with you today for another episode. My studio area here, you guys, is still not in Joyland yet, but we are working on it. And I want to give a quick hello to all of my friends over in TikTok land. Good morning. How are you? And don't forget, you can go to projectjoypodcast.com and click that join live button at any point during the show. And you can come backstage on the show here with me. And you see the little ticker at the bottom of the screen there that says you can join me live and come on air and join me for a moment of joy or gratitude. Share what joy means to you. Share what's bringing you joy today. And that would be something that I would love for you to do. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and this is Project Joy Podcast Live, bringing you a triple shot of good vibes for your Monday morning. I am so excited that you're here. I want to give a hello to our friends that are joining in the audience. Robinson Prince is here from all the way in Africa. We love that he joins us in the afternoon there, not in the morning, but it can still be a triple shot of good vibes for his Monday. And want to say good morning, good morning, good morning, and good afternoon, and happy Monday to you. Also say hello to my friend CK Ford out in the audience. Good morning. Happy Joy Monday. I am so excited to have you here as always, my friend. I've got some folks joining us in the back office in the green room, enjoying our coffee and donuts. And I hope to have her join live on air in a few minutes. So really excited that, I'm here for another day this morning. It was a challenging day yesterday. For some reason, my Sundays have been more challenging and not. But you know what the thing is that we had this conversation on my live on TikTok yesterday morning about what happens when we don't take the time to rest. We don't take the time to rest. We don't take the time to get the, recuperation that our body needs. And when we don't do that, our body gets louder and it says to us, you better lay the hell down right now and get the rest you need. And the reason it does that is because we're stubborn sometimes. The reason it does that is because we don't listen when our body whispers, right? And so I think what has been happening is that the last couple of weeks have been really stressful for me, and stress equates to different things in the body. And I haven't listened, during the week. It's like, I got to get stuff done. I'm feeling good. I got to get stuff done. And then crash, So I think that's why my Sundays have been more challenging. And I literally slept, went to the store, came home, I slept for a couple hours, and then I woke up, ate, and went back to sleep and slept again. And then I feel great Monday morning. So it's like, listen to your body. There is joy in listening to your body when it whispers. 100%. CK Ford is reminding us things go haywire and we'll enter into burnout mode. Absolutely. And that's the thing, is that a lot of times, people will say, be careful of burnout, and burnout looks different to everyone. And I am really happy that I have not gotten into burnout mode in a very long time, or what I consider to be burnout mode. But it is important for me to listen when it whispers so that I get the rest that I need and I don't enter into this space of complete wipeout. It's not good for us to do that. And so I want to say good morning also to Judith Finneran that is joining us today. Good morning. How are you? I'm so glad to have you here. And I hope that your traveling is going well and you're traveling safely. That's really important as well. So I want to welcome you all to spring. Raise your hand if you love spring allergy season. Spring is that time of joy, however. Spring is a time of newness, depending on where you live in the world. You can see things sprouting up, more of the animals come out, the birds, the squirrels, all the different animals that are out there in our yards. And I'm so blessed and fortunate. My new home that I purchased at the end of last year, my office has this huge wall of windows, and I have a bird feeder right outside of it. And I get to see the squirrels and the birds all the time. And so they're definitely out in numbers right now. All of the birds are out, and it's nice to get to see our brown grass turning green, and all of the joy that spring brings, except for the allergies. And my joy in the allergies is that it's worse. It's not worse than what it is. That's all that I can say about that. So I just want to thank you all for being here on this beautiful Monday morning, on this beautiful first week of spring. Let me know in the comments how you guys are doing with the allergies, with the time change. Hello, that's a thing. With the allergies, with the time change. And we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back to share some joy with some folks who are waiting in the wings to share about joy and gratitude today. So we'll be back in just a minute for more of Project Joy Live. What's up, everyone? It's Jessica here, your host of the Project Joy podcast and, of course, The Breakthrough Show. I want to take a moment and thank all of our supporters here at the show. With your financial support, we are able to expand the show and reach more people with the hopes of inspiring our audience members to change their lives for the better and know they are supported during times of breakthrough. We welcome our one-time contributions to our show by sending a PayPal to business@thebreakthroughshow.com, or you can join us at patreon.com/thebreakthroughshow, where you'll be rewarded for your regular contribution with things like our exclusive community, Soul Connection Collective, merchandise discounts, fun shout-outs on the show, and more. On behalf of everyone here at The Breakthrough Show and its network, we thank you for your generous support. And now, back to the podcast. Welcome back to Project Joy Podcast Live with your host, Jessica Dugas. I'm super excited, as I said, to be here with you this morning. I have to point out really quickly before we invite some friends on air with us today. One of our comments in the chat of the show, let me go back to it here, is that it has been interesting, the spring and time change. That is, I agree that interesting is the word for it. Yeah, time change is not my friend, I'll be honest with you. And obviously finding the joy in that is that we can get up, but I want to grumble about it as an adult for a minute because that's my prerogative to do it, right? Judith saying our aid worked awesome. Traveling, you were Eastern Standard Time, and now Central, eventually back to Eastern after the time change. I'm telling you, I can't with the time change either. Sometimes that's the thing, is that as adults, we just want to grumble about it for a minute, and then we can go find the joy in a minute, right? That's our prerogative. I want to bring some friends on the air with me today and find out what joy means to them, what's bringing them joy today, what's they're grateful for as well. So first up, I want to welcome I've got a couple of TikTok friends here today. I want to welcome Billy. So we're going to bring Billy on really quick here. Here we go. Billy, good morning.
Good morning.
Live on air.
Yeah.
How are you this morning?
Not too bad.
Good. Tell us, when you hear like the word joy, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me. I like to get up in the morning and have a cup of coffee in the morning.
That's always joyful, that cup of coffee. I know a lot of people are coffee people here. And how do you take your coffee?
Creamer and sugar.
Hey, I made it my mission last year to find out how everybody takes their coffee. So I'm going to make a note. Billy, Creamer and sugar. Here we go. Do you have anything today that you're particularly grateful for, Billy?
I'm just being up and be able to do things. I got I got friends here that they're gonna probably need my help today. I don't know, but I'm gonna make sure that they're gonna need my help today.
Oh, well, that'll be good. We love helpers. I don't know a lot of people here yet where we just moved to. And so I'm searching for my helpers. I'm searching for my
Right.
helpers.
Yeah.
So what other than coffee in the morning, what is something else that's bringing you joy today, Billy?
Uh, just be able to be excited. It's a beautiful day outside.
It is
you
a
know.
beautiful day.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome.
It is. It is. And so how do you if you have a moment where you're not feeling joyful, what are some of the things you do to help you feel joyful?
Music, listen to music and stuff.
Music is a big one. We talk about that a lot on here.
I mean, I got some people bring me down. It's just I can't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have old friends of mine that bring me down all the time. I tell them, I can't have that.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's really important for us to look at the people that we're spending time with. And if people are bringing us down, we had this great conversation yesterday on the TikTok live about, the people that are surrounding us. And if they're bringing us down, even if there's somebody that we've known for a long time, we need to have those boundaries because it's important for us to surround ourselves with people that make us feel good and not bring us down. And we tend to, as humans, hold on to people just because they've always been in our lives, but that doesn't mean they're healthy to be in our lives, right?
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Billy, thank you for coming on this morning and sharing what joy means to you. And it's so nice to see your face.
Yeah. No problem. No problem. I like to enjoy you. I mean, you're awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, Billy, we will catch you next time. Thanks for coming on today.
I will see you next time.
All right. Bye, Billy.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Billy's so much fun. One part of our TikTok fam, and we just love and appreciate him so very much. So thanks for coming on today, Billy. I have another friend that I want to bring on the stream right now. Her name is Dory. Please welcome Dory to Project Joy this morning.
Good morning. How are you, Jessica?
I'm good. I'm so excited to see your face.
This early in the morning.
I know it. I know. Dory, I met on a mutual friend of ours on TikTok on Ken's lives, and he's so much. I'm trying to get him to come on here because I'm just like everybody needs the Ken in the morning.
The TikTok, my TikTok hubby, yes, Lord Ken.
yes, 100%. So, what does that mean to you, Dory? When someone says to you, do you experience joy? What does the word joy even mean to you?
Joy for me is living. I think for me, because I have such an appreciation of life now, my history is I had a stroke, I had a heart attack, and just a few weeks ago, I had a slight heart attack. So for me, joy is living, enjoying each and every day, because you never know if you're going to have tomorrow. So you have to make every day joyful to get through this life and to be happy.
Yeah. Let me ask you a hard question.
Yeah.
Have you been able to find any joy in those things that you've been through?
I've amazing joy. I sit back and, like after my stroke, because I lost some cognitive stuff, my speaking will get tongue-tied. There's a lot of things that I've lost. And I remember like that first year of the stroke, I wanted everything back. I wanted to be that person that I used to be. But then after time, I learned that joy wasn't going back to who I was. Joy was finding the new person that I am and making that person better. And I think that's the biggest lesson that I've learned is not to go back and not want to be that person that I used to be, because everything that's happened to me has made me stronger and has truly made me better. I'm a better person. I have a greater faith now. I find joy every single day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting question because there's so many people that, when they're going through hard times, they're like, there's no joy to be found here. There's no, that's not a thing.
Right, right.
And I realize that in the moment, it's hard. It's hard
It
when
is
you're
hard in the moment.
right.
You've gotta, it really is hard in the moment. And it's, you can get caught up in your feelings and your emotions, and that can take over everything, your whole life. It did
Mhm.
for me. For that first year, it took over my life, and until I stopped it and said, no, this isn't the way I want to live,
Mm.
then I let joy back into my life, and it has taken over. And like I
Mm.
said, every day is a new day. It's a new beginning. I don't care what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Today's a new day.
Yes, yes, 100%. And I love that how you explained that too, that you had your moment and you decided to let joy back in, because I believe it is a conscious choice that
Oh,
we make.
yes.
Anything can bring us down. I mean, we
Yep.
can we can
Yeah, the
choose to
smallest
let
things can, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And so it has to be a choice for us to embrace joy and come back to joy. But what you said too of it, like you having your moment, I think that's really important to note, because I think a lot of people, when they've got that negative bank account balance, or when they get a diagnosis, or when their spouse leaves, or whatever
Mhm.
negative thing they're going through, and they feel like, how could I possibly ever feel joy again? Like,
Yes, yes.
how can I do that? What do you think is the thing that kept you going?
My family. I have a great support system, and my husband has been my greatest supporter.
Mm.
He's pushed me in ways when I doubt myself. He'll push me, yes, you can do this, let's try it. And
Mm.
so what if you mess up? It's okay. You'll get through this and we'll try again.
Mm.
So I think I think having a good support system, even if it's just one person
Yeah.
who's behind you, and because we all, no matter how much faith that we have or how much joy, there's always those days, you're gonna
Right.
have a bad day. And if you have that person who's there behind you saying, no, it's gonna get better, it's gonna, and I think for myself, that's how I try to look at life is, okay, today may be I might have a bad day tomorrow,
Mm.
but I'm going to get through tomorrow, and then I have Wednesday.
Yeah.
And so that's how I try to look on it. And again, having a great support system really does help.
Yeah, yeah. Going back to what Billy was saying when he popped on as well about, who you surround yourself with is so important. We don't,
Yes.
for the majority of us, we don't go through this life without anyone. And because
Yeah.
even if you don't have anyone in your circle, like in your home with you, you still go, to the store, you still see
Right.
people. There's somebody you see somewhere, whether it's a
Exactly.
doctor or somebody at the bank, at the store, whatever. And you have the choice even to control those little things. If you go into one store and someone's not nice to you or is in a bad attitude, you have a choice to go to another store. There's
Exactly.
so many different, options that you have. It's not always black and white. And I think that looking at who you're spending your time with is so important. Robinson
Yes.
Prince is loving what you're saying. And he was also sharing, my definition of joy is something you feel inside you without being rich or something, but still joyful. So
Exactly.
it's not
Yes.
the external, it's
Yep.
the internal and how you
Exactly.
feel.
Yeah.
Dory, thank you so much for coming on and
No
sharing this morning.
problem. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
It's so good. It's so good to see your face too. TikTok is very
I
one-sided
know.
when we're
I
like,
know.
you see me or I see you, not at the same time yet. But
Exactly.
hopefully those dual lives will be coming soon.
I know. I hope so.
And then we'll have fun with it. CK Ford was just sharing that you are quite
Um,
inspiring.
Thank
Go,
you,
Dory.
CK. Thank you. All
All right, Miss Dory, thank you so much for being
right,
here. We'll
honey.
talk soon.
Enjoy.
All right. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. Judith is saying, I choose joy. And that is what it's all about, is choosing it. It's not always easy. Life doesn't present us with, and frankly, we don't always set ourselves up for experiencing joy. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about today to kind of add to the conversation is that we all have different experiences of joy. What joy means is something different to every single one of us. And it's important for us to remember that. It is very important for me to remember that as I'm doing this show, because someone might come on at some point and say, this brings me joy. And I could think to myself, how could that possibly bring you joy? Because that's not my experience, but it's different for every single person. And we had that conversation actually on the live that I did yesterday morning on TikTok in the morning. We talked a little bit about that because I had a person receive the affirmation of joy, about experiencing joy in all aspects of his life. And he at first said that he was struggling to find the joy, okay? Because in his mind, he has this idea of what joy should look like, what it's supposed to look like. And then as we dug in a little bit to what he was experiencing, he is experiencing joy just in a very different way than what maybe I experience it or other people experience, or even in his mind, what he thinks joy is supposed to look like. And so by the time we got to the end of the conversation, he is experiencing joy just in different ways. And I think that's so important for us to remember. Now, I want to encourage everybody to go back. You can always go to projectjoypodcast.com and watch and listen to all of the podcasts from 2020 that I did, because every single week I broke down a different area of our lives, a different circumstance, a different timing, place, all of that we can experience joy. Because as we touch on those different things, the main message is that it's our choice. So if we want to experience joy in something that other people are looking in and going, you can't experience joy in that area of your life, challenge it. And say, watch me, watch me find the joy here. I think that's so important for us to rewrite the definitions of things and to experience things in the way that we as individuals want to or mean to experience them. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to chat a little bit more before we end the show today, because I got to tell you all the amazing things that are coming up the next couple of weeks on the Breakthrough Show and the network and all of that. Don't miss it. We're going to be back in just a minute. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every month for exclusive programming, where we invite you to go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live with your host, Jessica Dugas. I'm just giving a good morning to some of my friends over on TikTok. I see Amanda. I see Orange Juice. Some of these names, you guys, make me thirsty and hungry, and it just is what it is. I see somebody coming in the morning with the name Orange Juice, and I'm like, hey, that sounds good right now. That brings me joy, absolutely, to try to figure out some of the names on TikTok. And I don't know why it amuses me so much, yet here we are. Anyway, I want to say good morning to everybody who's been joining us this morning. Judith, CK Ford, Robinson Prince. We had Billy pop on. Oh, I didn't even see Stovetop Yum Yum. Good morning. How are you, my friend? Make sure you guys check out their channel. So fun. Maritza and her son, they do like a chopped thing, and it's a blast. It's a blast. Make sure you guys check out their channel as well on YouTube. Just go look them up. Stovetop Yum Yum is the name. And I also want to thank Billy Allen and Dory Huff for joining me live on the air this morning. So we have lots of joy. Speaking of joy, coming up on Project Joy, or not Project Joy, but Project Joy, yes. But of course, the Breakthrough Show Network in the next couple weeks. So Thursday, we have episode 2 of our Throwback Thursday series with Kevin Kiley and myself. Super excited to go on for another episode. And we have a special guest joining us for the episode. Jimmy DeLuzio is going to be on with us. Some of you guys over in the TikTok world know him as Jimmy Arcturus Galaxian. He's going to be joining us to talk about, we're going to be talking about some 80s music this coming week, which I'm really excited about. And make sure you guys come on and check that out Thursday. What is the date Thursday? The 25th? Yes. Thursday, March 25th, 2021 at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you come on and check that out with Kevin Kiley, me, and Jimmy this week. And then Friday on the Breakthrough Show, I have Ivinder Carlson, which is our first ever guest from Iceland, which I'm super, super excited about. He is a singer-songwriter, and he also has had so many amazing experiences that he's going to be sharing, as well as his passion for mental health and getting the help that you need, and bringing that to the forefront, because I think that's something that is overlooked a lot in the world. And so we're going to be digging into a little bit about that. And then don't forget, you guys have seen my little commercial on my shows here for our Patreon community. Every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Central Time, we have our Soul Saturday Morning Coffee on Zoom. All you have to do is go to patreon.com/The Breakthrough Show. Just look for The Breakthrough Show on Patreon. And it starts as little as $3 a month. And you can come and pop on Zoom on Saturday mornings to join us for coffee. And I have actually been running this coffee time since 2015, you guys. So for the last 6 years, every Saturday morning, I have been in this little Zoom coffee room, and it has changed spaces over time, but now it is part of the Breakthrough Show as I went to streamline everything last year. And it was the best decision I could have made, because the level of conversation that we have in this group is wonderful. And so I highly recommend you checking that out and joining. Then coming up the next week, we of course have Project Joy again next Monday, followed by Rewriting Reality with Shiraz at 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Judith was asking what time on Saturday. So it is at 8 a.m. Central Time on Saturdays. So that's 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturdays. So all you have to do to be a part of that is to go plug into our Patreon at whatever level of support you would like to do, and you can join us for that. So yes, Rewriting Reality with Shiraz, 2 p.m. Central Time next Monday. And then of course we will have another Breakthrough Show episode to start off April, you guys. It's going to be so much fun. I can't believe it. So I can't believe we're going to be going into April. I'm having a moment with that. There's joy, and then there's also where has the time gone, right? I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching or listening wherever you are in the world today. I'm going to go hang out for a little bit longer with my TikTok fam, but I'm going to end it here for our show for the day. Thank you, Miss Judith. I appreciate you. Oh, by the way, since I have it here, because the last time I did not have it when Judith was on, I didn't have it present. Make sure you guys check out Remember His Name, best-selling book by Judith Finneran that is down in the comments there. You guys can get it on Amazon. Judith is going to be on the Breakthrough Show this season to talk about the book and some of the things she's been to. And we have such a beautiful conversation about grief and losing a loved one. You guys are going to love her episode. And so be sure to keep an eye out on the Breakthrough Show for Judith and when she's going to be on. Oh, and it's also going to be her birthday month. So what's better than that? I don't know. It's all about Judith. It's all about Judith in April. That's what it is. All right, you guys, it's been fantastic being with you guys this morning. I'm so appreciative that you have been here with me. You can watch anything you want in the morning. You can listen to anything you want. And I'm so honored and grateful that you come here and spend that time with me. It really means so much to me. And I will look forward to seeing you guys Thursday at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern for another episode of Throwback Thursday or TBT with Kevin, Kylie, and myself. Until next week, guys, I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I want to encourage you to make every day a great day for a breakthrough and prioritize joy. Find the joy, and I'll see you next time. You've been listening to the Project Joy podcast with your host, Jessica Dugas. We'll see you again next Monday and every Monday for another episode to start your week off right.